Na ena me be dim komo bebre yenche but ubon say emu ede Cocobenson. You have a sweet name.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's very memorable.
What?
It's very memorable.
Yeah.
Coco, you're not going to forget it.
How much you wow.
What?
Are you a Ghanaian?
I am.
Really?
I am a Ghanaian.
100% Ghanaian.
Ghanaian, Nigerian, mixed with Swiss.
Whoa.
Born in Yankee, as they say in
so
Nigeria.
You are Kata.
Akata.
You are Kata.
But I'm Ghanaian.
You are Kata. Do you accept the fact that you are an Akata?
I accept. Oh.
You accept. Okay. Can you tell us about yourself?
Of
course. When somebody wants to know, Cocobenson, who is Cocobenson?
So Cocobenson is a singer, songwriter. I'm an artist. I came from a long line of legacy. As you mentioned, my grandfather, may he rest, is the famous Bobby Benson. The whole of Africa, let alone, I believe the whole world knows who he is.
Whoa.
So from that alone, tells you a lot about how much music can translate down the family line, even though I wasn't able to meet him. Which is very sad, but his music lives on forever through us. Through
the family. So you inherited, the singing from your grandfather.
Definitely.
But you did not meet him.
I didn't meet him.
So how did you, develop that feeling for music?
That goes, I think, to my households, my mom. There was always music in the house. My sister, I have two sisters, so my eldest sister, she's always a singer as well. I watched her when I was younger, and I used to love singing Disney songs and recording at the time when we had cassette tapes. So that already tells you about my age group, small. So I used to record myself singing Disney songs, and I don't know, as time got by, I started to realize, maybe this singing is a thing. And then when I started getting older and realizing that, do you know that your grandfather was a legend?
Wow.
He was taking over the Niger scene. He had a band. He was a pioneer. He did so many things. So then I said, wow, that just shows you how wonderful God is. So shout out to God always, because, it just shows you that you don't have to meet someone to feel their presence in you. That's how I feel.
So you were not told about him until, you got that feeling to sing before, they told you about Bobby Benson.
And until you register, as a child, this is your, whatever. But then when you start to realize who your grandfather is, then you now say, this thing is not a small thing at all.
Yeah.
And when you want to put yourself in the forefront, you don't want to disappoint anybody, because that's a lot of people that would be disappointed if I don't come correct.
Okay, let me ask you this. Which year did you actually realize that I can sing?
That would have been, I don't know, that would have been already like when I was 18, maybe 19, 20. But I decided that I really wanted to try out, create a name for myself. That would be probably in 2013. 2013 is when I said, so I need a name that will carry me places, a name that I can carry myself if I start dropping music.
Okay. So who gave you Cocobenson?
You know what? I just came up with it myself. I remember I was in Nigeria. I was with some people there. I've actually forgotten their names. And we were sitting down having a meeting about, what kind of name do you want to have? And they were telling me about one, I believe her name was Miss V or something, or something like that. And then they were like, what about Miss something? I said, I like the name Coco. They said, what about Miss Coco? And I said, I don't know about that, because that's me directly following the other young artists' line. Then I said, but why not Benson? Cocobenson. And it just said, Cocobenson. This Cocobenson, it sounds sweet.
Yeah.
And it just clicked, and that's the name that I took. And I'm also Coco. I'm light Coco, but...
What is Coco? What's the meaning?
Coco to me is just fun and happy, fierceful. There's a lot of Coco meanings, but my own Coco is me. I represent good things. Even if there's hard times, you still have to keep pushing, keep going for it. That's my definition of Coco.
Okay. So in 2013, where were you?
2013, I was in Nigeria.
In Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay. And you recorded your first single in which year? 2013?
2013, if I'm not mistaken. So that was with a producer here. Shout out to Icon, all the way in Nigeria. I had some friends that were already in the industry, and I said, oh, I want to start making music. Who can you link me with? You know, who can I pair with? And I don't remember the story how we met. I know a friend brought me to his studio, but we just clicked, we vibed, he introduced me to people. And so, you know, I went to his studio and everything, and the first song I actually dropped was called They Call Me Coco.
They call you Coco.
They call me Coco, because in the end I said, well, since I'm new, we make an introductory song about you. So that was actually a house music song. So that was very interesting to Nigerians, because Nigerians hadn't accepted that kind of music yet.
Wow.
They didn't.
How was it like? How did it go, that music? How did it go?
I mean, to the people that listen to that kind of music, they loved it. They played it in London. I remember they played it in South Africa. My families that know all those type of things, they loved it. But the people, you know, those Naija people, they like their pop sound. They like their Afro beats. Shout out to Afro beats. Legendary style of music. However, there's other genres of music.
Yeah.
I believe now we've tapped into that.
Yeah.
Nigerians now have accepted all. Everybody has accepted all the types of music in the Afrobeat genre. But at the time, doing house music in Nigeria, it was like, this is not going to work. For me, I still played it though.
You played
But maybe it didn't push me as far as I wanted it to, because I don't think they were ready for that kind of music. Okay.
Talking about Afrobeat music, what kind of genre do you do yourself?
So I do mixed genres. I love, like I said, house music. I love to do Afro house music, house music. Amazing sounds that are around me as I'm creating this magic.
I want to feel They Call Me Coco. The one that you did that I've never heard. Yeah, I want to feel it in your voice now.
So you want me to sing it?
Yes, do it for me.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So that one went like this. They call me Coco, oh you don't know me, and you don't know thee, but your man he wants the cocoa. They call me Coco, oh you don't know me, and you don't know thee, but your man he wants the cocoa. I want to just...
Wow.
And that's just the acapella version, you know, the real track is very upbeat, you know. It's a nice, quick song, makes you dance. If you see the video, we did it again in Nigeria. We did it at Johnny Rocket. Shout out to them. Shout out to Wale, the director from, he's actually one of the main artists in Show Them Camp, SDC. So he was actually my director at the time. He was also a friend. And so we, you know, I was new to the scene. I said, I need to do something different. So I said, let's go to the diner. Let's shoot the video in the diner. So if you go on YouTube, that video is still there. They call me Coco.
Call me Coco.
They call me Coco. That was the start.
Okay. So from there, have you recorded any from 2013? Did you record any of the song, or just that They Call Me Coco?
So I had They Call Me Coco. I had Oga Cornelius. That one was actually quite popular in Ghana. But
in Ghana,
it was, but because again, I don't know if we get into that, because of some things. Again, it just kind of...
What are some of the things?
Well, you know, the time that I released it, I just wasn't in the best type of contract management. So the song didn't get pushed like it was supposed to be pushed. But the Ghanaians that heard it, they were jamming. I performed at a lot of Ghanaian weddings back then. So at the time when they would say, oh, Coco, can you sing for us, whether it's for the couple or for everybody, I would put that Oga Cornelius in there. The people were jamming. They were jamming.
People were jamming to it.
They were jamming to Oga Cornelius. My mother loves that song.
Wow.
She loves it. And the thing about it is that, you know, if we go back to me, I'm Akata, but I'm still Nigerian, Ghanaian. I actually sang it in English. And it was the producer, Maestro, shout out to him. He's the one who wrote it for me. And I was so nervous. I said, I can't sing like this. He's like, you can sing like this. Try it. I remember that studio session. It was a mess. But then, long and behold, he played it for me. I said, "Is that me? Okay, I tried though. I tried small." You see, and that's a big thing about this industry is you really need to have confidence in what you do.
It is.
If you want people to believe you, you have to have confidence. And those are things that I've learned over time. Just be confident in your work. Someone will like it.
Wow.
Someone will like it.
Even if some of them don't like it.
Even if some of them don't like it. Everything
like it.
Good comes with the bad. Is that not true?
It is true.
It's always true. Everything good comes with the bad. So you just have to take the good.
Yedi nkomo ewa ha na obetimi adwane ewo Facebook obebo Kingdom Plus 101.9 na we following your live for Facebook obetimi ahwe na we ja comment kan mo be push questions na mam na me bi sent question bi obeso bisa aba you so no yi pacho ye de ato no so nti okwa obehwe no kama na we follow no nyum no ya sem di kan no ne grandfather no na oye Ghanaian no to nyum sa na oka na one of the high lifers of my Jomudin and unya inspiration if you know so edegina so after those 2 songs have you been doing
I kept on doing
so how many songs do you have in your credit apart from the new one?
So I think I have so we have the new one. I did about 6 or 5 to 6. Some of them are not online anymore.
Okay.
But one of the biggest ones I did, shout out to my grandfather, was Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver.
So that one was a challenge because that's his famous song. I'm the granddaughter. You don't want to mess it up. I remember after I did it, the first 2 people I played it for, besides the producer, shout out to TY Mix in Nigeria, was my mother, the daughter, and
I'll play it for Ghanaians to listen, but before then, you seem to be doing all your music, all your things in Nigeria. Have you tried any engineer in Ghana?
I have. So that's the thing. That's what's exciting is the newest single. I actually did it here. I did about 3 songs in Ghana. So shout out to Kweku Afro. He's a part of the Twist legacy. And he's actually helped me engineer some of those songs. And then shout out to Sheezy, the biggest producer in Africa. Not trying to be biased here.
Yeah. Being biased.
I'm being biased more, but it's okay. But shout out to Sheezy because he has taken.
Where is he?
No, he's here.
He's in Ghana.
So Sheezy is my husband, actually.
Whoa.
So you see
you're being biased.
So you see, I'm a bit biased, but I'm not biased because he's extraordinarily talented. He has God gifts. You know, you have good, you have great, you have extraordinary. He's up there. And that was even before we had met.
Okay.
He's up there. So I'm blessed to have amazing talent like Kweku to help me, but then I'm also blessed to have Sheezy do the touch-ups and make it just sound incredible. So like the next single that I'm going to drop is going to be that one is for the ones in Africa, and I think they're gonna love that one.
Wow. Let's listen to your grandfather's song that you do the riff is.
Yeah, sure.
So let's listen to that one. When we come, I'll be asking you some questions concerning Ghanaian female artists.
Okay.
DJ Bema. So you actually took this one from Bobby Benson. Wow.
This was his record. Got the permission to do it from the family, and TY Mix did his thing. He really did an amazing
job
version of it. Yeah.
Okay. Let's come to Ghana. You've been here for almost 3 months.
Yes. Quarantine quarters.
Have you been following Ghanaian, female artists?
I mean, I know a few of them. I don't know all of them.
Okay.
It's nothing personal.
Yeah.
I feel like women in general really have to fight to be in this industry.
Okay.
because it's a very male-dominated industry. So, you know, when you turn on the TV and you flip through, the first thing you see is the males.
Yeah.
The males, the males, the males. So maybe it's my own duty to pay more attention, but I know that the women are doing their thing.
Okay.
You know, and it's something that me too, I have to, you know, that's why you really have to fight to be a woman in there. You have certain female artists, mamas in the game, they've solidified their spots, and they deserve to be where they are because they've worked hard for it.
Okay.
But you really, as a woman, I think you always have to keep on working hard to just keep your presence known. If not, the males.
But why do you think it's so? That the males are always dominating?
I mean, I don't know, because, you know, the thing is...
Have you ever thought of that?
I don't know if I've thought about it like that. It's either just goes back to just the old men are just the dominant ones and women are just the second ones. But I feel like now, all of that, it doesn't... It's past. You have boss CEOs. You have mothers taking care of children all the time. I mean, women are extraordinary. I'm a woman myself. I'm a mother myself.
Okay.
Women do it all. We can juggle things, but sometimes it just gets overlooked. And so we have to just go that extra mile. You know, not even it's to prove to anybody, but just for ourselves that I can do it.
Okay.
Women also wear their heart on their sleeves.
Maybe
the men, they don't do that. They just bottle it in and they have their own wahala and beef on the side. But women are very sensitive individuals.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this question. You being a female, doing music, you sing, you know, looking at the industry now, given the opportunity, you know, cocobenson, you know, choose about 3 female artists that you can collaborate with. Which of them are you going to?
Anywhere or in Africa?
In Ghana.
In Ghana.
Yeah, not anywhere. In Ghana.
I'll go with Efia.
Sister Efia. Or we have Sister Efia, we have Efia.
Efia.
Okay. The one who did the song with Sarkodie.
Yes.
That one. She's Efia.
Efia, yes. She's
Nocturnal.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, she has a unique style of music. I feel like we could do something. You know, sometimes you have to just sit there and create stuff, but I like her style.
Okay.
And who else? You know, I can't think right now.
You can't think right now. You can't think far. You can't think far.
No.
You don't remember them. You don't know them.
I don't know them.
Do you have a favorite?
You know who's amazing? Becca. Shout out to Becca.
Becca.
She's also a very soulful singer. I love her style. I've seen her live.
Okay.
And I've also I paid more attention to her. Actually, my mother, shout out to my mom. She's actually Modella B Design. She's a fashion designer.
Okay.
She actually styled her once, and I was like, "Oh, who's this? You styled so beautifully." And then I got to know her.
Who she is.
And I love her style of music too.
Last one.
I don't have one.
You don't have one. Let's come to the male. You said they are dominating. If you to feature someone on your song, you know, that 1 to 3 of them.
Okay, so there's so many of them.
Yeah, so choose 3 of them.
I mean, okay, obviously you have Shatta Wale.
You go for Shatta Wale.
Shatta Wale is fire.
Fire.
But then you have, I don't want to say his name wrong. We have Sarkodie. Abi? Did I say it right?
So you go for Shatta Wale.
Yes.
Sarkodie.
Yes. And then if I was going to put the tone down a bit, I would say King Promise.
King Promise.
Because he has sweet R&B music.
Whoa.
So that one is too someone that I know if we had the chance, I'm sure we can make a sweet duet together.
Wow.
So shout out
to you go for Shatta Wale, Sarkodie, and King Promise, sorry. Yes. So you're going for the 3 of them. Wow. So what are
There's
you
a lot of them that are talented.
Yes, but,
don't get it twisted. There's
no. I'm not
twisting
it. Yes, I'm not twisting it. So yes. It's for any cocobenson na wangasa wuti nkomo no awu nimde konti munko Facebook na mun search Kingdom Plus 101.9 FM na mun share live munja mo comment no mo messages ni na ho ebe ken kan dia mam na mun sumu hu ne ekọ ene ne ebe nyina. We get about 3 minutes past the hours of 5. Ye ni komo ne kakra ne ye hwe no nwum no. So you know, are you now living in Ghana?
I mean, for now, like I said, these are my quarters. You know, obviously the whole world is going through this COVID-19.
Yeah.
Everyone is tired.
Yeah.
I usually live in Atlanta with my family, but I feel safe here, and I'm always in Ghana all the time. Ghana is sweet past sweets. You know, do you understand? Ghana is sweet. So, I mean, Ghana is always home. You know, whether I'm here 6 months or a year or however long, it's always considered home to me.
Wow.
Always, forever.
Wow. Wow. So, do you have an album?
It's on the way. I haven't.
You don't have an album now?
It's so basically we're cooking.
Okay.
We're cooking.
It's cooking.
It's cooking. We have if I'm not mistaken, we have about 5 tracks done or 4. You know, it depends. But my husband and I, we just keep working, and hopefully in about 2 months, maybe the body of work will be released. Because again, this whole thing that's going on with the world has changed the plans.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was even going to release music till the end of the year, but then this thing happened and it changed everything.
Wow.
It changed the plan. But that doesn't mean that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I feel like every single creative, not just artist, any in this time. If not, you're going to be left behind.
You keep on talking about, coronavirus. You know, has it affected you in any way? Has it affected the creative art industry?
I mean, I know it's affected the industry because there are a lot of big artists here in Ghana and Nigeria, and I think around the whole world. Everybody's on a standstill. The ones that have been touring from January to December, right now, nothing. I'm sure they look at their calendars, they want to cry. Like, yeah, see, money gone, fans disappointed, but everybody understands. So Corona has stopped, but at the same time, sometimes in the bad, like I said, there's good. Because it gives you an opportunity to explore, maybe learn yourself again, maybe do things that you didn't think you could do.
Reflect on yourself. You get the opportunity to reflect on your own self.
Yes, to reflect on yourself and maybe really find to maybe the artist that's always on tour, maybe for the first time he can sit down or she can sit down and breathe and think about what kind of what's the next thing I really want to do? What's the next thing I want them to hear? You know?
So the corona have positive and a negative side. So, okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So let's look at your new one. Where did you record it?
I recorded it here.
In Ghana?
In Ghana. I actually recorded it with Sheezy, and we actually recorded it at home.
Home?
Yes. So the funny story about this is, music is it can just come in your sleep when you're doing nothing. And I said, Mommy, you have to take the kids take them out of the room. I want to write something. I wrote it down. I recorded it, and then I said, hey, I have something I'm going to send to you. I just did it, and I need you to vibe with it. It was a voice note. He took the voice notes, and a few hours later, next thing you know, I started hearing the beats, and I said, wow. And that was it. Like the song, it just was born. It came out of creativity, out of everything that we're going through. The world is really going through something, and a lot of us are still trying to face this reality. And so through that, I wrote a song about us wanting to we can't wait to do the things that we want to do. We can't wait to see our friends. We can't wait to be at the beach. We can't wait to travel. I've
go to the club.
Anything, whatever it is. I scroll down. I've seen the word "can't wait" 1,000 times before I even dropped. I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to see my friends.
Wow.
I didn't even see my grandmother for such a long time because I was afraid that she wasn't so comfortable, that, the children and us. I said, you're a high risk person, so you have to understand it's not intentional.
Yeah.
I saw her for the first time, I believe yesterday. It was beautiful. I missed her. I missed to be in her house and to just gist with my grandma. And you see, those are the things I couldn't wait for.
So that's why you title your song "I Can't Wait."
Yes, can't wait. Whatever your can't wait is to you is what the song brings to the listeners.
Wow. So brand new one from Cocobenson. Let me ask you this: how do you feel the internet has done to the business of music or music business?
Oh, it's amazing. I actually love it because, in the beginning, everybody was testing their live, like, and then I see around the world, people have done concerts live. Like right now, it's actually Africa Day. So shout out to Africa, our motherland.
Yeah.
I believe very soon, they're going to start the benefit concert. So a lot of the big African artists are going on YouTube, and I think they're all performing from home, I believe.
Yeah.
So, it's actually brought people together. I mean, look at the DJs. They're doing this amazing thing. You're at home, you're bored. Hey, you guys, come into my set. I think the very first DJ that started was his name in America, DJ D Nice. And he just started spinning, and the whole world was there like, wow, I didn't think I would have so much fun in my living room with whatever I'm doing. And then it just kind of rippled effect. So, shout out to all the DJs, that have been keeping us entertained through this thing. Because them too, they probably miss going to their own functions, and they miss, at the club.
They can't
and
wait.
They can't wait. They can't wait to do it. So, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Brand new one, Coco Benson.
Can't wait.
Wow. So how far do you want this one to go?
I mean, I just want this to go around the whole world because I think that everybody needs it.
Wow.
Everybody needs this record. It's not about why are you not doing Afro beats, Afro house. This one is a song of need for everybody.
World music.
World music.
Wow.
This one should touch any single person in this world that they feel that they miss something. It can be, I mean, you could be in the hospital and you hear the song and say, wow, I can't wait to get out of here. There's so many scenarios.
Okay.
I just wanted to travel.
Let's wrap up. Before you go, what are your handles? Your social media handles.
So
if somebody wants to follow you,
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, and that's cocobenson _. So very simple, COCOBENSON _. And then you can follow me on Facebook, and that's Facebook/the Coco Benson. And that's it. Very easy to find. You can't miss me.
If you are to change one thing in the music industry, what would be that thing that you want to change?
I would say that, honestly, I would say that the producers need to be respected more.
We should respect the producers more.
Yes, that's what I believe.
Coco Benson, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Do you want to say thank you to few people?
Oh, shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to Kingdom FM 101.9. I appreciate you guys having me. Shout out to all the fans. I actually call you guys my Coco Pops.
Whoa, that's how you call your fans?
Coco Pops, but there's also a cereal called Coco Pops, so we need to talk.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming, and we'll be talking.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
Yeah. Coco Benson, I'll in Kano. 14 minutes past also 5.